Hey guys, it's January 14th. Do the weekly analysis here on the S&P Gold and the dollar Japanese yen. Looking at the S&P, if you remember last week in the video I put out, we were looking for a move up to the 2800 level as our first target. On the open today, it looks like it just came 3 pips shy of it. So I definitely had a nice run up. Our next upside targets will be 2900. It's kind of uncharted territory right now for the S&P, so we're just looking at the round numbers, the big figures. So we got 2900 and then 3000, which would seem like a logical area to go to. Is quite a ways away, but throughout the year maybe we'll pull up and start tagging that. With the S&P right now, I wouldn't hold it past them to run it up that far and possibly even further. I don't know, but we're looking for buys on this. Obviously, it's such a strong uptrend. It's trying to find buys for this week levels I like. A little difficult. I go down to a 4-hour chart, and I would look at this previous high right here. If price can come down to that, I'd be looking for a buy. I don't know if it'll even get down that far. On the 1-hour chart, we could pull up to this previous high right here and start looking at this level. So let's do that. If price comes down on Monday into Tuesday into the 27.75 level, right around in there. If price comes down there, we'll start looking for take some buys, and we'll try and run it up. If it doesn't take out 2800, that would be our target. Gold ran up into this area that I was calling last week. Pretty much a straight shot. Came down a little bit at the beginning of the week, took out some lows, and then shot up and started working its way up slowly. The entry on that, if you were getting in, would have been after this move up, and as it retraced back down into this area, you start looking for some buys into there. I wasn't looking at gold last week, but right now we still have some upside for gold. Ultimately, we're looking at, I don't even know if you'll get to the high. So we can look at 13, where's 1350? 1350 would be probably our next level we'll be looking at. See this run here? I talked about this last week. We have this run up, and if you look at another run that's similar, we're looking at pulling up into this 1400 level. So this definitely has some room to go. The 1375 level is this previous high. Those are our initial targets that we're looking at. Definitely bullish right now. I'd like to see some sort of retracement. May not get it though. If it comes back down into this area, we'll be looking for some longs. Yeah, it wicked back down, already retested this support level, and it's taking off still. So we may not get much of a retracement on this. We may have to go down to a 1-hour chart to find some levels. Let's see, this one I like. So 1330 level. Oh, that's too low. 1333. 1333 we'll go with. So if price gets down, I'm just looking at these previous highs here. Anywhere in this area, if price comes down and we don't take out this previous high up here by that time, we will look for opportunities to get long into there. So gold, we'll wait for retracement back into this level if we get it, and we'll look for a long. Dollar yen. Last week I was looking initially for a long. His price came down into this level, which is what I kind of marked out last week. In fact, it was right around in here. This price came down here. I was waiting for something to give me an opportunity to get long, and it just broke down. We never got an entry on it. So as that broke down, then we were looking for sells, and our sell came. So what day was this? Let's see. So we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was the day that I was hoping to get a sell in there, because we had this really long, big sell day on Tuesday. Is that what you said? Monday, Tuesday, or on Wednesday, really long sell. Big range day here. So I was looking for a retracement back up, and I was watching it, and I just didn't know where I wanted to put the stop on this, because it could have retraced quite a bit. You know, we'd be looking at previous lows, so we could have put a stop up here, but we had equal highs. You know, I just wasn't comfortable with it. But this was an area I was looking at on a lower time frame chart. There's an area right here, just this consolidation. I like that as an opportunity to get short. But the stop for me would have been a little bit longer. So this was a sell that I missed. Wasn't confident putting it out, and it's still so early. I wanted to make sure that we had a better opportunity than that. But dollar yen is bull or bearish right now. Some levels where I'm looking at, the 110 level, if it keeps going down. Right now we gotta be careful right here. See how we just took out this low? Price came down. If we start rejecting that and come back up, we're gonna start filling in some of the last week's price action back up into this area. And you know, it has to get through quite a bit to get back up into here. The opportunity to sell is much better than to buy right now. Short term, we have, let's see if we can find a level for a trade early in the week. So yeah, this looks pretty good. If price comes up at the 110.98 level, so 111, yeah, let's go 111. That would be an opportunity to sell. Problem is, right now it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the United States. Banks are closed, so I typically don't like doing that. It's a Monday too, so that is not a trade I'm going to put out if it goes up there tonight. But that would be something you want to look at on your own if you want to. So the 111 level, see if you can get a reaction off that, and you would take that simply down. If you want to, this is what I usually do. You just do a nice level like that, down into the 110.25. Where is that? 110.25, right around there. Let's see how that looks on this swing. 110.25 and 110.50. So 110.50 would be your first target after your 30 pips. Obviously take your 30 pips and then go to break even. 30 pips is, you know, not even quite to that low. So right around this low, you want to be taking some profit out and go to break even if you take that trade. Then start targeting the 110.50 and the 110.25 levels. Let's go back out to the daily chart. And then the 110.10 level is where ultimately I'd like to price to go. And down in this area, this order block, we'd be looking for, see if we can get price movement up. Just kind of monitoring down here. See if we get support at this level. And we got these equal highs up here. So if price rejects, starts working its way up, we're going to see if we can start targeting this up here. But it really needs to get through a lot. So I'm really bearish until until we get above this level. Then I'd be looking for some bullish action up into here. But right now we're looking for sells down into this 110 level, possibly even looking to take out these lows, and even like this previous high up here. So, but that's a ways away. Let's just target these areas right now this week and see if we can get something. So looking for retracement. See it? I don't think we're gonna get it. Looks like it's pushing down, just kind of slowly. What I'm anticipating is just another push down on this. That's what I would anticipate happening. But we'll have to wait to see what Monday's trading happens. Like I said, it's a holiday in the United States, so you may not get too much action on that. You have to wait till even possibly Wednesday for a trade on this. Gold, let's see, I think we went over everything, didn't we? Gold looking for movement up. That's pretty aggressive. So all in all, guys, the analysis last week for direction and everything was pretty good. Some levels that we're looking at are being hit currently and making its way to these levels. S&P is just crazy, guys. It's so bullish right now. You just kind of wonder what's going to happen. Hopefully we do get some sort of retracement down and we'll get in. But so I'll keep an eye on that this week. Keep an eye on the dollar yen. Gold, I would need a retracement down pretty quickly into this level to get another push up. Let's see how this goes. It just up, consolidation, up. Is it going to just up? So on the daily chart, you're really going to have to focus in more on the 1 hour and sometimes even the 15-minute to see if you can get some entry points, which we don't really like doing in this forum. We like to kind of stay as low as an hourly chart to get our entries, but depending on what happens, we may look at the 15-minute chart. So that's it, guys, right now. There will be more information coming out as the week progresses, but last week's targets look pretty good. I like this week's targets, especially on dollar yen. These targets here are the clearest for me of where they're going to go. 110 and yeah, we just need to be able to get in there somehow. Let's see. 1 hour chart, what does it look like here? Took out some highs, broke down, came back, retested. It's looking like it's going to push down somewhere. Probably won't get up to this level. So right now I don't have anything for you, but we're looking for shorts on dollar yen, looking for longs on gold, and longs on the S&P 500. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. Let's have a good week trading.